Immaculate Chapter 1. The whispered name in the heart of an old Moroccan village, nestled between the dunes and olive trees. There lived a midwife named Zora. She was respected, even feared. They called her Al-Nadifa, the Immaculate. Every birth she attended ended safely. No crying child was lost in her arms. No mother had ever died on her watch. People whispered that angels must be guiding her hands. Others, more skeptical, said she was protected by something else, something older. Zora lived alone in a clay house at the edge of the village. No husband, no children, just herbs hanging from her ceiling, prayer beads on her wall, and shelves filled with yellowed scrolls and old remedies. She spent her nights reading and praying, and sometimes listening, because sometimes, in the dead of night, she heard a voice outside her window, a woman's voice, calling her name, whispering Immaculate ... But when she looked, no one was ever there. Chapter 2. The veiled visitor. One evening, during the last 10 nights of Ramadan, Zora heard a knock on her door. It was nearly midnight. When she opened it, she saw a tall woman in a black abaya, her face completely veiled. Her presence felt ... wrong. The air grew cold around her. "I need you," the woman said, her voice as soft as wind. "I am in labor." Zora hesitated. "Where's your family?" "No one would take me. They said I carry something cursed." Zora's eyes narrowed. "Where are you from?" "From far, from where people forget Allah. But I did not. I came here because I heard you are ... pure." Against her better judgment, Zora allowed her in. She led her to the birthroom, lit candles, and prepared warm water. As she washed her hands and whispered a dua, she noticed something chilling. The woman's shadow was cast on the wall, but it moved ... independently. Chapter 3. The silent birth. The labor was swift. No pain, no screaming. The woman barely moved. Then the baby was born, a boy. But he did not cry. His eyes opened immediately. Dark, round, and completely black. Zora froze. "Subhanallah," she whispered. She gently tapped his feet. No reaction. She recited the Adhan in his ear. "Still," he said. The woman in black took the child in her arms. "You will raise him until I return." "No," Zora said, "I cannot." But the woman was already gone. No door opened. No sound was heard. Zora was alone, holding a child that had not cried, but was breathing and watching. Chapter 4. The mark. When Zora lifted the child, she felt a burning sensation in her palm. She looked down and saw it. A red mark, shaped like an eye, etched into her skin. She wrapped the baby, prayed istikhara, and swore to keep him for one night only. But that night became years. She named him Yusuf. He grew fast, too fast. By the time he was 5, he could speak in languages Zora had never taught him. He recited Quranic verses perfectly, even ones Zora hadn't memorized. But animals avoided him. Cats would hiss and run. Birds refused to nest near the house. One day Zora found him drawing symbols on the walls, ancient ones. She had seen them only once before, carved into the stones of a ruined Zavia beyond the mountains, a place the elders called forbidden. Chapter 5. The revelation. Zora consulted a blind sheik in a neighboring village. She didn't speak the full truth, only hinted. He listened, then said quietly, "Not every birth is from Rama. Some are sent to test to pure the mother." She asked, "Not a mother, a vessel. A jinn can take forms. If she sought you, it's because your purity was needed to raise what they could not." Zora cried that night for the first time in decades. But when she returned home, Yusuf was waiting, smiling. "She is coming soon," he said. "She said so in my dream." Chapter 6. The return. On the night of Yusuf's 13th birthday, there was another knock at the door. Zora knew who it was. The woman in black stood just as she had before. Unaged, still shed her first. "You did well," she said. "Now he is ready." "He's a child," Zora cried. "He prays. He learns. He's human." The woman placed her hand on Yusuf's forehead. His skin shimmered. His eyes turned completely black. "He was never yours. He was always ours." The ground beneath the house cracked. The roof began to tremble. Light bulbs burst. Zora fell to her knees, reciting Ayatul Kursi through tears. Yusuf looked down at her. "You kept me safe," he said. "Now I must return." The house collapsed inward, like it was never there. Epilogue. The Immaculate no more. At dawn, the villagers found nothing but dust where Zora's home once stood. No body, no wood, no signs of fire. But on a stone near the road, carved freshly by a sharp hand, the Immaculate raised what should never have lived. No child has been born in that village since. And some nights, travelers hear a woman calling, "Immaculate. It is time for the next." The end.